How did the crystal skulls come to Atitlan and Guatemala?
Actually, last year in September with the equinox, that was the first time that Humboxman invited crystal skulls to come back to Mexico. And we did a special initiation tour in September during the period of the equinox. And this year it's some kind of what comes next? One word? A following up or something?
Sure.
A following up for the last year September. But now there are more tours together working with crystal skulls, and we're now here in Tikal on the equinox. And what we have done this morning was a very strong and powerful meditation where we sent energy to Calakmul to help bring new energy, because the crystal skulls are actually the teachers of the future. They bring in the knowledge and the wisdom for the future so that we know and understand which steps we have to take, and to bring that in and to help in this way to create somewhat more friendly harmony kind of world where we now live in. And that's actually the real reason and purpose.
So do they all work within each other?
They have connections with each other. They work, you could say, in some kind of alignment in grids. They are connected with that. You could say like how telephone lines are working, like they are all interconnected with each other, and sometimes you can plug in and sometimes you can plug out. You could say that it works something like that. That doesn't mean that all the time he is working with all the other crystal skulls together. Sometimes he's working completely on his own. Sometimes he's working with a few crystal skulls together, but now for this specific tour we had other crystal skulls over here and also crystal skulls at other places like in Palenque and in Chichen Itza and in Coba. And for that reason we as human beings working with them together consciously connected ourselves with the crystal skulls and with the keeper of the crystal skulls and with the sacred places. That's how now, for this specific reason, they work more stronger together.
So they're like an activation system in each other sometimes.
Yeah, they are transmitters. You could say like how computers work. How I explain it is when a crystal skull works with you, it's like a downloading within your hard disk. You get a completely new program, like that. And after a few weeks or after a few months, you can see for yourself that you are starting to do things which you first didn't do, because then it's clicked within your system and you just remember how to do it and you just do it.
So do you think these are an old form of communications that were used before our modern day of communications, which is also through quartz crystal?
Yeah, but not only a form of communication, but more, they are also keepers of knowledge, of wisdom, like a computer. It's not only sending, it's also holding it, and of course they also hold the memory of our complete cycle of our planet, because they are crystal.
So what type of information are they keeping?
All kind of information. There's no limit. It's the history of our planet, the knowledge of ancient cultures, but also in ancient cultures people have worked very strongly with them and they have put sacred knowledge inside, and now is the time that sacred knowledge, that we are now at a time that we are able, or at least some of us are being able to really understand that kind of knowledge, because if that knowledge does not come in good hands, it can be used for destruction or whatever, like what in the past has gone wrong. And now, because they also have consciousness, they can see or sense in a way when they can reveal that kind of knowledge. It does not mean that somebody who works with a crystal skull has all that knowledge, of course.
Now you said your skull here, you said you have some type of connection to Lake Atitlan.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that? What type of connection do you feel that there is drawing possibly you there?
Actually, that's real personal, so I don't want that on the tape.
Okay.
But I
Turn the
can
tape
talk
off?
about it, but I don't want it on the tape.
Crystal skulls were brought here by people from the sky that were called sky gods or sky people.
Everything that is communication comes from quartz crystal.